Hi, I'm Bridget, and I work with Patronicity. We're a crowdfunding platform designed to help build vibrant communities. But we're more than a crowdfunding platform. We're real people who care deeply about empowering communities to create the change they want to see. Crowdfunding is a great way to share your idea, tell your story, and get funding. This is Crowdfunding 101. It's important to understand that crowdfunding is not a replacement for traditional fundraising, but rather a better way to connect to donors and extend your reach. That's why we created this video. Here we'll share more about what crowdfunding is and share strategies that will help you make the most of your crowdfunding efforts and prepare you as you begin those most critically important asks. The information in this video is available in our strategy guides. If your project is eligible for a grant through one or more of our matching programs, please reference those requirements on the specific program page. To begin, it's important to level set with some definitions. What is crowdfunding? Crowdfunding, it's simple. It's raising small amounts of money from a large group of people. This process is made easier by the internet and social media. It might be new to you, but crowdfunding is a $17.2 billion industry and has revolutionized fundraising. How is crowdfunding different from traditional fundraising? It's not that different. It's simply made better. First, the campaign is online, and you start by building out a page to tell your unique story. For more information on building a project page, check out our other video, Crafting a Successful Project Page. Also, because crowdfunding benefits from the use of technology, there are aspects for crowdfunding that are important. Crowdfunding relies on people and connecting to people. Campaigns are easy to share and allow donors to become fundraisers. By sharing a link to the campaign, you can extend your personal reach and connect to folks around your neighborhood or around the world. To generate support and create a sense of urgency, crowdfunding campaigns work best when there is a deadline. We recommend 30 to 60 days to motivate donors to act. And anytime you can see your list of donors and how much you've raised, and you can make data-driven decisions about your outreach during the campaign. Also, our platform function allows you to communicate with donors during and after the campaign. So what is crowd granting? Crowd granting is the same concept of crowdfunding, except the impact is potentially greater as a granting entity is providing additional funds to not only ensure the project's success and legitimacy, but to incentivize others to donate. We have several granting programs depending on where you are, so email us if you have questions at info@patronicity.com. Whether you have matching funds or crowd granting or simply crowdfunding, there's some key elements to a successful campaign. Establish a team. The word crowd comes first in the term crowdfunding. That's because it relies on a group of people to share the opportunity and generate support. There is an internal crowd, your fundraising team, and an external crowd, your donors and supporters. Just like a traditional fundraising effort, you can't go it alone. Your team should work together to develop a communications and outreach strategy suitable for your community. Make roles and responsibilities very clear from the beginning. The key here is to ensure your group is diverse in skill and network. Each member will be responsible for sharing the campaign, so think about the key influencers in your community and beyond. Some suggested roles: campaign manager, someone who will communicate with a project coach and use the platform tools to maximize the campaign. Social media director, someone to create the posts that everyone will share. Treasurer, someone to keep track of donors, their rewards, and checks and cash, or what we call offline donations. When considering the type of people you want to join your team, consider local influencers, like elected officials, educators, artists, small business owners, or folks in your soccer club, book club, or civic organizations. Targeted donor list. With your team in place, use your connections to create a targeted list of donors. Have each member of your team do this. This is particularly important since they can personally reach out for donations. Crowdfunding relies on your ability to inspire and activate your networks. So begin with the list of folks you feel most comfortable reaching out to. Think about who in your community might be able to donate. This again includes businesses, civic organizations, other nonprofits as well. Donor giving levels. It's most helpful to have a rough idea of how much a prospective donor can give. Providing a variety of giving levels is an easy way to demonstrate to donors that you appreciate all levels of their support. This can be especially important for donors who give $5, $10, or even $20. If you provide creative and unique giving levels, donors might be convinced to donate more generously than they otherwise would. At the very least, the giving levels provide you an opportunity to think outside the box and be clever with your project's presentation. Establish an outreach calendar. It's important to have a detailed plan in place for how you're going to raise your funding before your campaign launches. Don't just wing it. Have team members create a timeline for who will reach out to who and when you'll do that each week. Balance reaching out to people who you're confident will support you in your campaign with organizations you're less connected with, but you're hoping will provide larger donations. The first group will help you land early wins, which are very important for getting the ball rolling in your campaign. But you might rely more on the second group for donations, and you need to give yourself enough time to garner that support. Connect with potential donors and influencers in the month before you launch to ask for their support. This will make donors feel special because they know about the campaign before anyone else in the community and help ensure that you have a few donations lined up for the first day. Create outreach materials. In addition to your beautifully crafted campaign page, before your launch, there's a variety of printed and online outreach materials that you can prepare. Having a well-defined presence with a basic website or developed social media profile can be important and will give donors the trust in you and your professionalism. The idea of trust and connections is important in these relationships and builds a more long-term connection. Your campaign will last 30 to 60 days, which doesn't give you a lot of time to create materials while you're crowdfunding. So make sure you have these materials ready before your campaign begins. Solicitation emails. These ask donors specifically to donate and will direct people to your crowdfunding campaign. Personal emails or group emails, this as well as thank you emails and letters. E-newsletters for your organization and local organization, social media posts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. Handouts such as posters, postcards, business cards, and again, make sure all of those include the project page URL. Articles or press releases in local blogs. Also, consider signage at your business or site. Use whatever media platforms you feel comfortable with. Facebook is a good place to start, but Instagram and Twitter can be quick and easy to tell your story. Once you've created a social media page, make sure you're asking people to like and follow. The more people, the better. Think of influential people who you can get to share your campaign, or people involved in groups, and also tag those folks. It can expand your reach massively. Our platform allows donors and visitors to easily share the campaign. You'll notice that quick share tab at the top. People will give emotionally, so connect emotionally and let them know your progress with updates. People want to know that their donation is working and making an impact. Still have questions about crowdfunding? At Patronicity, we're different than other crowdfunding platforms in that we're real people who want to help. Our team will coach you through all the components to set you up for success. Email us at info@patronicity.com or check us out on our website at patronicity.com or follow us on social media. Thanks and happy crowdfunding.